Hi, and welcome again to the number one podcast, in my opinion, the blurksick podcast. I'm your host, and I'm Frank, and with me, obviously, is Sam.
That's right, obviously.
And Jimmy.
Yeah, I'm here.
We started talking about some bullshit and whatnot, and we were talking, I don't know what the fuck happened, but we were talking about trannies and hypno videos and Disney all in one.
And subliminal messaging. And I'm like,
what are we doing right now? We should be recording. So I don't even know if we can pick this up wherever the fuck we were. But Jimmy was talking about something. And I don't know if you can...
He was talking about how Disney has subliminal messaging. And if you watch, binge watch, Disney... that it'll start to appear. So go ahead, dear.
No. It's not about binge watching.
But we were also talking about porn videos and the hypno porn videos trying to get you to suck.
Where do you want me to start on this?
Cocks or whatever.
I want you to start on Disney.
Transvestites?
I'm assuming Frank wants to start me on
yeah,
the other
well,
side.
that's okay.
Porn.
We'll go back to porn because then it can lead you into your other nonsense.
I don't know if I can go from Disney to porn. I could probably go from porn to Disney, but
Disney
back?
porn.
Yeah, no, you can totally do it. I have faith.
All right.
Yeah, you can do it. Just like you're doing the porn videos.
The subliminal
Disney porn.
Subliminal
Disney
messaging,
porn.
okay? So take any of the animated Disney movies that are coming out now, right? They all have subliminal messages and themes.
You gotta go back to the originals.
Okay, I don't know the originals very well to begin with.
Okay, well, to begin with, the originals are what had all these subliminal messaging in the first place, like the penis in the castle on Ariel.
Those aren't subliminal messages, but yes, I mean,
it is. In Aladdin, where he very, very quietly says...
Fuck her in the pussy?
No, he says, take off your clothes.
Oh, does it say take off your clothes?
Yes, right as he's handing his hand to Jasmine saying, do you trust me? And it blanks in between them. And it says, yeah, it goes, take off all your clothes. Just like that. Those are the subliminal messaging.
Those are hidden inside of there. Okay, the subliminal messaging that I was talking about is they all have certain themes, certain points that they want to make, right? Okay, the psychological experiments, for example, Beauty and the Beast, right? When you start to look at the psychology of Beauty and the Beast, what father in his right mind would let his daughter, his young daughter, sacrifice herself for him to leave the castle, to be with a monster, in his opinion, from that point?
The girl's parents were not in the picture. What are you talking about?
No, her father was.
Her father.
Oh, yeah.
Beauty and the
but
Beast.
she took his place, right?
Right.
Right.
Oh, no,
and that
you're
was
right.
her choice.
The Beast locks the dad in the dungeon, and she takes his place.
Right, so the
What's
father
he
didn't
gonna
really
do?
have
He
a
was
choice in that.
He was like a chubby fat guy that was in bad
And
health.
on the other aspect of it, they're all a part of that curse. I mean, theoretically, they were all a part of the Beast's curse.
All the people in the house.
How she's singing about living the same day over, and it's the same thing, and that's part of it. Is going.
She wasn't part of the same curse. What are you talking about?
No, the whole town was.
Wow.
It's a fan theory, but I mean, if you really look at it and you listen to it,
the Beast is an asshole and actually just die alone.
No.
Oh.
What?
The Beast is actually an asshole who deserves to die alone.
That's not true at all.
Really? He got cursed because he was a dick to a gypsy woman. He was a dick his entire life. He's all of a sudden going to turn it around.
Yeah.
He's all of a sudden going to turn it around. He becomes not a beast, and he's got a bitch. And now what? The townsfolk are going to listen to him?
First off, he
doesn't make
have
any
a
sense.
bitch.
It doesn't make any sense.
All right, Frankie, you're getting in your worked up phase
Well,
here.
I'm not getting my worked up face. I'm just being practical.
All right, go ahead with your subliminal messaging.
Am I able to go here?
Yeah.
It's not just subliminal messaging. I was talking about psychological experiments, for example. Okay, let's just take exactly what you were talking about there, right? Is that not a psychological experiment? The gypsy, obviously using a curse to make this happen, but literally puts a person who is, in Frank's mind, a dick an asshole, right?
Oh, he totally was.
So, right, okay, but take it. Okay, so now you've took that asshole and you've put him into a place in which he's in his own misery for a period of time and has to find a way to be a nice person in order to break free. That's a psychological experiment in itself. There it is.
Teaching Beauty. You not to be an asshole.
Sleeping Beauty was molested by a stranger.
Subliminal message. Teaching you not to be an asshole.
Prince Philip was not a stranger. She had met him.
Whatever. Statutory rape. Can't kiss a girl when she's passed out.
It is now. With the laws that are going on here. But this is, again, they were all different types of subliminal messages and psychological experiments that were embedded in these. It wasn't to say that they were like hidden or secretive per se. I mean, obviously, like Finding Nemo isn't a hidden theme that don't wander too far from your parents, or you might get lost. Like that was not a very hidden. That was the whole theme of the movie. However, it's a very good example to set for children. It's a good subliminal thing for children because it's wrapped around this whole storyline. That's not making you think about
Not necessarily.
Side
because,
note.
Yeah, okay.
Side note.
Hold on. No. Hold on. Real quick, please. So, yeah, he got disconnected from his dad, but he had a huge adventure and everything turned out fine.
Yes. I never said that all of these
So
messages were necessarily good.
So, like, go off, have your adventures, have fun, and it'll all work out in the end.
Yeah.
Oh my God, is that my subliminal message from Disney, from watching Disney forever? Is that it'll all work out?
That's
Look
not.
at
That's
all
not.
these movies that you
That's
watch
not what
on
a
Disney.
that's not what a subliminal message would be. The subliminal message would be something that you don't think it is, but that actually happened was the purchase and captivity of clownfish, the type of fish Nemo was,
Yes.
increased like 4 to 6 times.
Oh, yeah,
after
because
that
everybody
movie.
wanted
Because
Nemo.
everyone wanted that type of fish. Now, you could say that's not intentional. That's not what they were going for. But that's what everyone took away from it. That that's a sweet fish. And then everyone went out and bought one of those fish. Mm-hmm. And, like, basically, the fuck do I want to say? Doing the opposite of what the movie did. He was trapped in a fish tank and he wanted to escape. And after the movie out, 6 times that many fish ended up trapped in fish tanks because everyone wanted one.
Yeah.
Which was obviously the opposite effect of what they were trying to do.
They weren't going for that. They're just trying to make an entertaining movie.
Exactly. But kids watched it and they wanted that clownfish. They wanted Nemo.
But think about you're wanting to adopt a child. How many Disney movies are out there for you to watch to help your kid ease into that adopted person or adopted child you're going to have? There's plenty of them out there. You can actually Google search and find like movies that are themed based upon adoption.
I don't know any Disney movies that are themed upon adoption.
I don't know if it's just Disney. I mean, there's Disney, there's DreamWorks, there's
Pixar.
There's so many out there that I can't tell you.
Please,
now.
sir, could I have some more?
Little Timmy.
That could totally be what happened.
Oliver Twist.
Okay, so
he was adopted.
I'm trying to think.
What about Harry Potter? What about Harry Potter?
Where everybody wants to be a witch or a warlock.
But wasn't he adopted?
No.
The family he was living with was not his actual parents.
It was his aunt and his uncle because his parents died.
Adopted.
Yes.
He was kind of.
All right. You're getting off point though. The point. Your theme. Everything will be okay in the end. Disney. Everything will be
because
okay
everything always works out. So like,
it
he's
only
an
works
overthinker.
out because the story hasn't ended yet.
Yeah, so he's an overthinker and he wants to like constantly like overthink everything. And I'm like, it'll be fine. It's fine. We'll just do it and we'll go with it. And it's
showing
fine.
a giant ass list.
But everything has worked out.
But see, everything is always going to work out. It's not like we're suddenly going to be done. Okay, it's a matter of how much you put, how much effort, time.
Okay, honey, don't take this the wrong way. I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about life in general.
So am I.
You're saying like we're not gonna just be done. Like
no, we're not gonna be. Okay, so I'm not just gonna suddenly, we want to do this. We want to make this purchase, this big purchase, and I don't think about it at all and just do it tomorrow. It's not like tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be broke. 10 years from now, I might be from that bad purchase idea or that bad thought that I did.
Okay, I get your thought process there. What my thought process is that I'm going to jump off this bridge on my bike because I saw it on TV and I want to try it. And then my bike falls on top of me and I hurt myself really bad.
You're not going to try that. You're too old.
I've totally tried that. I'm talking about when I was younger.
Brave enough.
I totally did it.
Okay.
What are you talking?
Like 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 years ago.
No, actually, it was probably more like 15 years ago.
Yeah, 15 years ago.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
But that thought process was the same when I was 12 as it is now.
It's not the same as it is now.
It totally is.
You have way more experience now. There's no way you're going to contemplate doing something as retarded as that anymore. You're not going to be possible for that to happen.
Well, no. Okay, so what you're talking about...
I think you seriously underestimate
so what
my optimism.
What you're talking about is that you jump off of you jump off of this cliff or this hill, right?
Right.
You hurt yourself. There are some people that go, that was really fun, let's do it again. And there's other people that go, that really freaking hurt. I don't want to do that again, or I need to change the way that I did that so I don't hurt as bad the next time.
Yeah, so my thought process was, that really hurt. I need to try it again and try to do it better.
Right.
But it was all going to work out. Same thing with the basement. I went down there with my crowbar and my hammer and started tearing shit up.
Right.
And he's like, you're going to hit wires. You're going to do this. You're going to do that.
Now look.
Guess what? Nothing happened. Everything was fine.
But again, okay, you have the people, it's like a chance, a random chance, okay, that everything will turn out fine.
I'm just extremely lucky. I get it from my grandma.
It's not necessarily just luck either, okay? Yeah, you were banging away at stuff, but I was also trying to steer you away from things and telling you, hey, don't hit near there. That looks like you're going to hit that. And we also did have some guesstimations. It's not like you just went down there and just started hammering away. There was a little bit of prep work.
Basement walls aren't the same as like the regular walls.
Right. Okay. So, like for example, if not knowing anything about a structure whatsoever, you started banging away at just some random wall to take it out.
These walls back here,
you might hit a structure wall.
Guaranteed to be shit behind there and wires and stuff.
But it's not just that. The point that I'm trying. Okay, so let's say we want to take out this wall.
What are we talking about?
You want to take out this wall, and it's a load bearing wall.
We got totally off subject.
We did.
We're talking about Disney and subliminal messaging.
I thought we were talking about trannies.
Okay, can I finish here?
Please.
Trannies,
you guys do this every time. Like,
trannies,
I swear.
Trannies.
I try to make a point. You
trannies,
guys get so sidetracked.
You take forever to make a point.
There was this one girl I was following who had a dick, and then she got famous enough, and she's like, I want to be a girl and I want a vagina. And then she got a vagina. It looks fucking weird. I don't like it.
I want to see it.
I don't want to show you.
I want to see it. Just in case anybody that's listening is curious, we're all like staring looks at each other right now.
No, I can't. The only pictures I know that are there, there's another guy there. And his dick's going in and out of it.
I don't really want to see all that.
I know. I know. I don't want to show it.
I just want to see, like, you know how, like, the spread folds they had? Like, where the girl was like, bam, bam.
What's it like again?
Like, bam, bam. Y'all can't see this either.
See what? What are you doing?
She's
spreading her legs.
Those pictures, they used to have them in...
What's it look like?
In what?
Sports Illustrated, Playboy, I don't know. Sports Illustrated is a very sexual magazine.
What's it look like?
Bam, bam.
Bam, bam, bam.
Bam, bam.
I'm pretty sure that was a character on the Flintstones.
That was a character on the Flintstones. I found my dad's porno magazines when I was very young. Probably too young.
Probably, because you're addicted.
I did see those full spread... bam, bam.
Yeah, those full spread bam, bam. Like,
bam.
They do, man. They like stretch their legs out and they're like, take a look. Like, you can see fucking every. Like,
that's the point.
Every freaking.
That's what we want to see.
Thing. Like.
You need to have an entire episode just dedicated to her trying to explain pornography in some way because she's like so like.
I don't watch
weird
porn.
About it. Like so weird about her.
I don't understand the purpose.
No, but that
of
makes
porn.
sense. She doesn't understand because like guys and girls were wired differently. Like
that's not necessarily true. There's lots of women that watch porn.
Yeah, I know, and I follow them on Snapchat, and they like they're like, subscribe to my special Snapchat and come look at my holes.
Okay.
That's what they say. I like when they say that.
That's really weird.
Come look at my holes?
Yeah. It's really weird.
Come look at my holes.
But that's like literally a whole set of, like, there's specific words out there that are subliminal as well.
Like moist. Why do so many people hate the word moist?
They don't like the word moist.
Use like the word, for example, thrust. Thrust. What do you think of
the engine thrust?
I think it's sex.
Exactly. Psychologically, I can say I was thrusting away at this machine over here, right? And it subconsciously, subliminally, makes you think about sex. And if I use enough of these words around a woman,
it's like a stretch.
It's been used before. I've used it before at the bar.
Obviously, no, honestly, I think it's kind of sexy.
But you use those psychological.
I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. It's just.
But there's a whole set of words out there that are subliminal because they're related to porn or pornographic or those type of videos, movies, TV shows. And even if you don't watch porn, for example, you've seen that sexual innuendo used in different movies that you've watched, right? You've seen sexual things happen in movies before. You've seen the videos.
Well, I've also experienced sexual things with thrusting.
Well, is that as well? But I'm saying, like, so they're already there. You could use them. You could use those words, and if you use enough of them, obviously you can't make it too weird.
Yeah, too obvious.
So if you're making it too obvious, and then you're just sounding like a weirdo, obviously that's not going to work. But there's a whole combination of things that you can use body language along with the physical words, along with other things, to sexually attract certain individuals.
Innuendos.
Winnebago?
What? Innuendos.
Winnebago, what? I'm confused now. What? No,
I don't even know what we're doing. What are we talking about?
I want to know what type of subliminal messaging you think is in Disney that affected me.
I thought there were subliminal messages in porno.
There was originally. So when we were talking about back.
We're having this battle between porn and Disney, which is very odd.
It's a very odd combo. Porn versus Disney. Which one will win in a conversation?
I'm sure we can type in Disney porn and be very satisfied with what we find.
I'm sure that you probably could, yeah. Especially now that there's like those deep fakes and stuff out there and all this other stuff. I mean,
the what?
The deep fakes. You ever heard of deep fakes?
No.
I've heard deep fake before, but I thought that had to do with government shit.
No, okay, so these deep fake videos are coming out now. Obviously, you can't use it strictly or specifically with Disney because that's an animation. But like a deep fake, I could put your face, your body, your everything.
Oh my god, have you tried to make yourself look like a chick on Snapchat? Have you tried a Snapchat filter?
I don't even have Snapchat.
You guys haven't seen the thing
I have seen
where Snapchat has the filter that'll change.
I have seen that on
male
Facebook.
To female, female to male. And then there was a whole thing like, dudes gonna be out there just jerking off to themselves now because they can change my face. It's kind of funny.
Did you do it?
I tried it, yeah.
I want to see you as a girl.
It wasn't even that impressive. Mine wasn't that impressive. Probably because my beard's all like in the way. But other people, like if you're shaved, I think it looks better. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I did try it. Just because.
Did you save the picture of you as a girl?
No, I didn't.
Will you do it again?
I don't. Yeah, sure. I just didn't think it was that. It wasn't.
I don't have Snapchat, so I haven't tried it.
I know. Well, I wonder if I can make you look like a dude.
Yeah, make me look like a dude, and then make me look like a girl again. Do I have much makeup on?
I'm Trixie Mattel, and
please fill the void with words, Jimmy. This is the part where you can talk.
I try to start something, and you guys.
You can talk now.
Off on the side.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Fuck, I can't find it.
Go ahead, dear.
No.
Tell me about subliminal messaging.
I'm fine. Thank you.
You want to talk about subliminal messaging? So Jimmy has taught me a lot about body language, and we went and we were looking for the car. You know where this is going. So we went to the Mitsubishi. Is that where we went?
This one's just cool.
And this guy, nice. This guy was such an asshole that was helping us. And he was talking to Jimmy like it was his car. It was fucking my car. And he was like, no, he wasn't. He was fine. And I was like, no, because his feet were pointed towards you.
Probably because
he was looking at you more.
Probably because he was the man. He feels like that's the person.
Yeah, no, I went up to him. I said, this is what I'm looking for. It was my car, not his.
So you're missing the whole concept. The whole pretext was this, is that we went to another place. We went to Preston or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And that dealership, that guy talked to you the whole time. You were the boss. You were the one in charge. I was just the person behind you as far as that goes. But it was all you. Then we go to a whole nother dealership. We go to this other guy, and you saw his body language. Okay, his body language was directed toward me more than you. He was talking to me more directly than you. And therefore, you caught it that it wasn't you that was in charge. He thought that I was in charge as far as that goes. So he stripped your in-chargeness over.
I know, and I was very upset.
What happened?
He was a chauvinistic pig.
I'm proudly American.
Okay.
Oh my god, talking about cars though. So this dude, his name is Walt.
It seems not to be on here anymore. Or I'm just
Tractor
retired.
Supply always has the lowest price on brand new.
His name is Walt, and he's been texting me like crazy about buying a car.
You already bought a car.
Yeah, I know. And I told him that, I said, already bought, thanks. And he said, what did you go through? Okay. I said, we went with the new one. We decided not to get a used one. And he said, why couldn't you have done a new Jeep? I did mention it 1,000 times. I'm sorry I didn't do a good job. So I texted back. I said, okay, first off, you did not mention it 1,000 times. So let's calm down. Second, we were not ready to make that decision at the time. Third, I asked you for numbers for a car we did drive.
Is that a
never
text
got
message?
them. Yeah.
Why
never,
is that so long?
Because I was fucking pissed.
That's the longest text message I've ever seen.
Yeah. So, third, I asked you for numbers on the car we did drive there. Never got them. I called you a few days later because you never got back to me and asked you about numbers on a Thursday or Friday. You said you'd text me in 10 minutes, and I had to call you back on Monday to get numbers, and then you were trying to get me to commit to pricing. Then I told you I would go to Bedford, and that is the first time you decided to call me about a car? No, I don't think so. I tried to be polite, but don't even tell me you told me 1,000 times. Stop texting me. I already have a vehicle, and honestly, no, you did not do a great job. I was so fucking pissed at him last night.
Damn.
He texted me at 9:30.
At night?
Yeah, 9:30 at night.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. Walt. So pissed.
When I grow up, talking about. I don't know if we want to get on the subject, but Ohio just passed a bill
Jesus.
called the Heartbeat Bill, and bitches can't get abortions
Women.
after 5 to 6 weeks now.
Women.
They were calling it the Heartbeat Bill because after 5 to 6 weeks, like the fetus has a heartbeat or something, I guess.
Yeah.
It starts to develop a heart after 5 days.
They don't want people to get abortions. That's not long enough. You can go 5.
I'm
I'm
aware
sorry.
that it's not long enough.
Oh, look at. Isn't she pretty?
Not really.
Oh, yeah, she is. Shut up.
No.
Do you know how much makeup is on her face right now?
She's not wearing any makeup. She seems to have a very strong vagina.
I'm a very strong vagina.
Yeah, did you see that pants part? It was like,
Girl.
the pants were really tight, and it was like there was like that V. She could probably grab stuff with it.
She probably can.
I bet she could.
Bet
She works out nonstop. She could definitely pick up stuff with her vagina, like kettlebells. I'm sure that's one of her routine exercises. Picking up kettlebells with her vagina.
You're insane.
I'm not insane. I'm just telling you what she does for a living. Bah! What was I talking about? Abortions. Right. I have notes. Hold on. Let me do my little thing, then you can interrupt. Abortions.
Note to everybody,
Abortions.
before this
Abortions.
starts, he has no kids and he is not a woman.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
sure.
continue.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Abortions. I'm pro-choice. They make it sound like women are getting pregnant just to get abortions. That's not the fuck's going on. Ohio just passed a law making it basically illegal for people to get abortions. Right? Did you hear about this?
Yes.
The heartbeat bill. 6 weeks. After 6 weeks, no, you can't make a decision anymore. You have to keep that kid. Even if you get raped, you have to keep that kid. If the mother is in peril, they can't abort though. But if you get raped, no, you still have to keep that fucking kid. They don't give a shit about what the fuck they're doing. I don't care if they're killing babies. Alright? Moms should be able to choose whether or not they want to keep their kids or not.
What if it was your kid?
Fuck that kid, I don't care. The mom gets able to choose. Mother bears choose. They will have babies, and then later they can decide this kid sucks, and then the bear will eat the baby, and no one cares. Right?
And if that was your kid in her womb?
Who do they think they are? Really? Kids suck. Obviously, only dumb people are having lots of kids. We should be forcing smart people to breed. They should have an IQ test. Really? There's enough people in this fucking world. And if you're too stupid, no kids. Life is not that great. I don't know what the fuck they think they're talking about. And it's definitely not precious. I mean, have you lived? Life is suffering.
Very dark.
They're probably just jealous, right? They're probably jealous that their moms didn't abort them. These fucking lawmakers. Who the fuck they think they are. I can't believe that I do not buy it that they think they have the kids' best interest in mind. They don't give a fuck about those babies. The only reason they had that bill passed was because they believed it was in their best interest to get votes when they're up for re-election. It's all politics. That's the only reason they would force these things down people's throats. The only reasons. And to prove my logic here, I read another article that said PA abortion clinics are expected to see a increase in patients, obviously, because people are just going to be going to drive the PA to do it. Alright? They're already acknowledging they're knowing it's not stopping abortions, they're just making it a little more inconvenient. That was the whole thing.
You done with your rant?
Yes. Those are all my points.
That was a lot of side conversations we had there, individually. Me and Sam are.
First off,
let's go ahead.
Okay, so if they were raped and they were worried about the abortion law, you can get a blood test to let you know if you are pregnant or not. The doctors will do a blood test because I have had them done. And then you will know far before 5 to 6 weeks being pregnant. Second, I'm totally pro-choice, and that's fine. You make your decision. I don't think it's right to get an abortion, personally, but that's my decision. That's my body. Is what it is. If they want to go to PA to get an abortion, that's on them.
I mean, that's just what they're going to do if they really
Okay. And then from the other side of it, it's not just the woman's choice. Yeah, it's her body, but it's also the man's child as well. And to think that they don't deserve an opinion in that is very, very selfish.
Okay. I can understand that perspective.
Okay.
I can acknowledge that. I'm not here
So,
I'm trying to start some shit. I was just giving my strong
I
opinions.
mean, you kind of were because you were giving your strong opinions very strongly.
my My opinion of this whole thing is I've always been pro-choice. Pro-choice in everything.
Right? Interrupt him because Jimmy's talking. I didn't fight for this goddamn country for people to be forced to do other shit. We're supposed to be free. I served in Iraq.
Okay,
God damn it.
Jimmy served too, and
God
he was
damn
not
it.
just a fuel guy.
God damn it. My job is very important. You know how many fucking helicopters run through Iraq?
Do you know how many
Constantly
people
stop.
he had to talk to and
Constantly,
go through?
nonstop. Oh no,
Whoa.
we're trying to argue who did the most in
Whoa.
Iraq? Is that what the fuck you're doing?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You cannot argue on my
I
behalf when
can.
No, it's not the point.
It totally is.
That is
It's
not.
like people in the friggin' reserve saying that they don't. No, you
It's
did not go to
entirely-
another country. You did not actually fight in a war.
It's entirely disrespectful, in my opinion, to say that somebody's job over there was less important than somebody else's job.
I'm sorry.
He was over there. He fought. He could have died. Granted, you might have been safe or safer than I was or whatever the circumstances were. Each person had their own thing, right? Each person did their own thing. Yes, there were those jobs that were safer than others. Most people did have a choice to a degree, although the Marines are a little different than the Army, where you kind of just get forced into a job rather than choosing a specific field from the beginning. However, I'm not going to say that my job was more important than yours or your job was more important than mine because we had different roles to
I'm sorry,
play. It was
Frankie.
important.
That was mean.
It was
I
very
shouldn't have said that.
disrespectful.
My job was very important.
It was.
Those
You're
helicopters
correct.
need to run
However,
nonstop.
we're not talking
do you
about your
understand
job.
what the fuck
Okay.
happens when a Black Hawk
Oh,
comes
Jesus.
in? Like a medevac?
Do you understand?
Do you not want that thing to have
Do
fuel?
you
It's gotta
understand
fly out.
that you
It's
did
gotta
not
fly
actually
out. It's gotta
fight?
fly out. I was fully strapped. I had ammo up the wazoo. And
Did
I
you shoot
convoyed-
somebody?
No, I didn't shoot nobody.
Did you shoot at somebody?
No, I didn't shoot at nobody.
Did you get shot at?
I did not
you get shot at?
I still convoyed.
Okay,
I
all
convoyed
right.
all
Come on.
through-
Let's
all through-
calm down,
all
you're
through
crazy.
Relax, Jesus.
Let's calm down. You're crazy.
Come on.
All right, saying I fought for
But
this
He did, to a degree.
to a degree. Okay, yes, I understand to a degree.
He was
You did
trained
not
for
get
it.
fired on. You did not fire on anyone.
Luckily.
My convoy got hit by an IED.
Luckily. Well,
wasn't-
not luckily, actually. That's not lucky at all.
It wasn't my truck per se.
But the point there is that he did go over. He did fight.
All right,
potentially
all right.
threatening.
I don't
the
need
fire.
you. I don't need you
To protect him.
fucking-
He's fine.
I'm not
do
protecting anybody. I'm
I'm
trying to
s-
voice my opinion, which I got interrupted again. I swear I cannot talk in this conversation whatsoever. You guys just go off.
My point, being over dramatic,
Yes. Is that you fought
Is
for
that
the right to
I want
choose.
people to have freedom to choose
Right.
whether or not they can have an abortion,
Right.
whether or not they want to fuck dudes or chicks,
Right.
whether or not whatever fucking religion they want, whether it be Christianity or Muslim. If you want to be Muslim, that's fine. I do not think they're all terrorists or extremists because they're not. Or be vegan, I guess. If
And
if that's a thing you need to, if that's
It's
a
still
thing
a
you
thing.
need to be vegan, whatever the fuck that is. Faggots. That
Okay.
was unnecessary.
Yeah, that was
Really?
very.
That was
So
really
I'm
go-
pro-choice based on the fact that they have all these male enhancements to help you get it up and to help you perform and to do all this. What is the difference? Right?
What?
The difference, like if your dick doesn't work, that's on you. Why should you get prescriptions for that and help for that when if I'm carrying a child that I don't want or that is going to put me in danger or that is going to
right. So it's basically a parasite. You should be able to abort that parasite.
it's not a parasite. It's not. I should have the choice. It's
abort
my
that
body.
parasite.
It's my choice.
That's what I'm
Just
saying.
like
That's
it's
the whole thing.
your
That's what I've been
body,
saying.
it's your choice
I'm
if
saying.
you have penis problems. Okay?
It's not my choice to have penis
It's
problems.
kind of a. I mean, I understand the argument you're trying to make, but at the same time, they make pills for women who have troubles getting aroused. It's the same thing.
Yeah, but I don't hear them on the radio daily.
No, that's because of the
I
stereotypes.
hear
of
the
things.
little blue pill constantly.
Yeah, constantly
That's
because it's
'cause-
constantly getting pushed
That's
around.
because even though guys are in their 60s, they still look at women and go, God damn, I still want to fuck. And they're like, why is my dick not working? And then they want pills.
Exactly.
we can't
And then
get-
those pills are
because
going to
we-
help them create
we
babies that
can't-
the women are not allowed to
That's
abort.
not why you're hearing that commercial
We can't get-
regularly.
we can't
You're
get
hearing that
rid of it.
commercial regularly because there's a bunch of dudes trying to push and make money. That's
Yeah.
why. They're trying to push
Well,
and
the
make
whole
money.
the whole aspect of it is
the
that it's a
commercials-
feminist issue.
The commercials have been around for a while. If people weren't buying the shit, they would die off. But they're still around. They still keep making them. People are obviously buying this.
Yeah, but the whole like fight against it was like, oh, if you can have your penis pills, then I should be able to have a choice on my body. Like, you have all the choices to make on your body. There's no reason the government should have any opinion on what I do with mine. Zero reason. Granted, personally, I'm against abortion.
Completely agree. But
However,
you can't be
it's
pro-choice
that
and against
body.
abortion.
I can be.
You can't be pro-choice.
I
and
can
against
be
abortion.
because I am
No, you
pro-choice.
Why?
No,
Because
that's
what
my
it's for.
first.
What are you talking about? That contradicts each other.
No.
Complete contradiction.
It doesn't.
Complete
though.
contradiction.
Can you listen? Can you listen? For me personally, I don't agree with abortion. However, for Jane over here, if she wants to do that, that's her decision. That's not my decision.
Okay, so here's what you're getting lost in, and what you're not explaining very right. Okay, she's pro-choice, right? Her choice is no, not gonna get an abortion, but she is protecting the right, or believes that other people have the right to choose. Okay, she's not gonna say that everyone has to say no immediately. She's not going to say that the government says no one can have an abortion. She's saying that every woman should have that choice to choose whether or not they believe that it's okay or it's not okay. That's a whole other argument.
Yeah.
Entirely.
That's exactly, you're
It's not
right.
a
Maybe I
contradiction.
wasn't explaining it right.
It's not a contradiction because she's
Just
making
because
her
I don't
choice.
want to have one for myself and my body doesn't mean that I don't accept or respect the fact that Ashley or Jane or whoever decides that they want
Who's
to.
Ashley?
Like, we can argue completely over whether or not, like, Democrats and Republicans are what they are, but I still believe in the core values of a lot of the idealistic Republican in smaller government, more choice. I think every person should have a choice. Why is the government strapped into so many things nowadays? How many fees are there and licenses that you have to get? I have to get a freaking license to go fishing. Why? I should be able to get my fishing pole and go get a fish, kill it, eat it, and do what I want with it. But I gotta pay the government to tell them that
Same
I'm
thing
going
with
to
the
fish
deer.
and hunting and all
You
this
gotta
other stuff.
tag it, you gotta get
I mean, look at
this,
the amount
you
of
gotta
taxes
do
that are on
that.
there. But what I don't understand is that why is the government so embedded
So
in
involved?
everything? It's so involved in absolutely everything.
Because it's like a hovering parent.
Marriage is another exact point that I have. Why the hell does the government have any point whatsoever in that? Is that not a religious ceremony to begin with? The marriage concept? Isn't that a thing between me and my significant other, or you and your significant other? What the hell does the government have to do with that? And then they throw in all these different things to make it seem as if it should be important. It's to me, it's not. Oh, well, you can get tax stuff and this stuff. Who the fuck cares?
You actually get less tax benefits being married than you do being single.
Depends. It depends. Like, like if I was a bum, for example, and you made millions of dollars, my tax benefit would significantly increase being married to
She's
you.
not gonna.
Well, no,
be,
like Nikki and Bosco.
She's not gonna be with you if you're a bum.
I'm not saying. All I'm saying is that it makes no sense.
You're not a bum.
This whole abortion argument to me makes no sense. It's a personal choice. Why is the government getting involved and even stating something to begin with?
Because they're saying it's not a personal choice because it's not your life that you're getting rid
They think
of.
it's someone else.
They're saying it's like murder.
But yet they're not doing anything.
You're killing babies.
But yet they're not doing anything whatsoever to help prevent it.
I agree with what you're saying.
Whatsoever.
Well, see, they were because Planned Parenthood, you could get free, birth control and that type of stuff.
Could
but now
you?
they're starting to get rid of it.
Could you?
Yes, you could.
Could you? I'm telling you, they have no one's interest.
You
in
could
buying.
go
They
and
have
you could get free condoms.
Nobody's interest. I don't even need condoms.
You could get free condoms.
Like
you could
that-
get free birth control.
Like that poster.
It doesn't matter if you have insurance or not.
Like that.
It doesn't matter if you're underage. When I was 16, or 17 or 18, whatever, I went to Planned Parenthood. I got free birth control because I didn't want to get pregnant at 16, 17, 18.
Well, see, that's it doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. The government wants to get involved and protect and say that there's none of this. Where is the education on it? Where's the push to make sure that kids have sex education? And
There's no push for that.
Exactly.
They're just doing it for their own best interest.
No, they're just doing it
They're
for control.
doing it because they think it's what the people
Not to
want.
sound
They
like-
think it's what the majority wants. That's going to vote for them.
I disagree.
In the next election.
I don't disagree, honestly,
disagree.
because everybody's so into the Facebook, the Instagram, the Snapchat, the
Yes, but-
technology, and they're all anti-abortion, and they're all
No.
anti this and anti that, and gay pride, and let's be trans, and let's do this, and let's do that.
No one's let's be trans.
Let's take it back to the
Tons of people are let's be trans.
Let's take this back to the subliminal messaging here, okay? How many times on your Facebook page
I'm
have
on
you seen these posts and videos that make you believe that it's a huge outrage for all these things? How many people do you see in the streets with picket fences about an outrage on this?
Yeah. We
Not very
sit
many.
there and we chant.
watch
We chant defense. But
There's
I
so
hold a
much-
D, and my friend holds a fence.
There's so
But not
much.
the white picket fence, you fag.
Shane Lake, not white bigot. We're not faggots. Sorry. It's funny.
He got distracted. Go ahead.
You just
What?
can't, like...
What?
I swear you guys throw me off.
No,
like,
we don't.
I have a point, I'm gonna make it, I'm trying to build up to it, and you guys just, like, go.
Move your hand. It's in my way.
No, it's not. I can't press the button then.
Press it.
Gotta reposition my hand.
Sorry. Go ahead and make your point.
Nope.
Jimmy, get in here.
Nope.
There's room right over here. Get right here. Get right here. Get right here.
Your hand's in his way.
Oh, your face isn't being fiery. You're licking her flame. Alright, perfect.
Yeah. Alright, what was your point, dear?
I'm
Nope,
off these
I'm done.
drugs.
I'm done.
this liquor.
Alright.
Okay, so they're pushing for like electronic cars and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like electronic cars, right? That doesn't use gasoline.
Right.
Where the fuck do you refuel these things? They're talking about refueling stations for electronic cars. Have you seen any?
I mean, I know with
place
like the
where you
hybrids
park
and stuff, you like
and
plug
you
them
plug
in
it
your
in?
garage. Yeah.
In your garage, but is there anywhere else you can plug it in?
I don't know.
Like a plug-in gas station thing?
I don't know. My only thought process is how much are you spending on electricity to charge your car, and are you really saving money from using gasoline?
In your home?
Yeah.
But not only that, it might be the same amount.
I mean, our
But-
electric bill is like $80 a month, or so odd. I mean, if I was to plug a car in, it'd probably be closer to 100.
Yeah,
or
it probably
so.
would be closer to 100, but you wouldn't have you wouldn't have to get gasoline. But the other point about it was supposed to be that it's better for the environment
Yeah, so
to
is
not-
running it on vegetable oil
to
or
not
water.
burn gasoline.
Yeah, but they could
That's
run
the
it
thing
on
you
water.
feel good about, I think.
They could run it on water and not electricity.
How the fuck you run it on water?
I don't know. I'm not a smart person.
There's not cars running around on water.
There are.
There
They're
are
running around
not-
on vegetable oil.
Running on vegetable oil, they're not running on water.
Okay, fine. Vegetable oil is still cheaper.
There are electric cars. And they might not be cheaper. But they're better for the environment.
Okay, well,
the
make them
point.
more affordable. Because people are broke.
Okay, sure, yeah. Make it more affordable. I mean, I won't argue with that. I'm just
Right? I mean, you and I, we both lease, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You just leased. I was just asking if you've seen any of these charge stations anywhere.
I
There's
have
some
not.
in Cleveland somewhere?
I have not.
Somewhere
I don't
anywhere
go to
else?
Cleveland.
When I was just at the bar, there's a bunch of TVs. I saw a commercial for like a Lincoln electronic car, and it showed it pulling up to this charge station thing, this futuristic
Those are in LA.
fucking thing.
Those are in
It
LA.
might be in LA, but I definitely
They're
haven't
not
seen
in Ohio.
shit in Ohio like that.
Maybe in 3 years when my lease
Did you
is
see
up.
what you did? He left.
You did that.
Tired of your shit. And
Oh, okay. First off, he lives with me and he married me. He did not get tired of my shit. He got tired of your shit.
No, he didn't. I was
Totally.
making great points.
No, you weren't. You were interrupting him.
You interrupted him.
I interrupt him all the time. He's used to it. He probably just had to pee.
I have to pee.
I have to pee too.
Lies.
He totally did it on purpose.
Lies. I'm very entertaining. People want to listen to me. It's my show.
I mean,
I'm
you're
allowed
a
to go
little
one.
intense.
I'm allowed to go one. I'm a little intense. I have well thought out opinions.
You're a little intense.
Well thought out opinions. I'm sorry. I'm smarter than everybody.
It wasn't necessarily that.
You had something in your beard. I was just trying to help you.
I'm out the way.
And I agree, it's not very well thought out opinions.
What
You
are you talking about?
think about these for weeks.
I had notes on the abortion thing. They
Yeah,
were great.
because you think about it for
They
weeks.
made a lot of sense.
And you
right?
write it down.
No. The problem is that you have these well thought out ideas, but then you shotgun blast it.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't actually stick on one topic and talk it out. You shotgun blast it. You make a brief statement, don't listen to anybody else's real opinion or so, and then next statement. You don't allow a conversation to flow. You interject your opinion over everyone else's the entire time.
I wrote it down and then said it.
Yeah, which is thinking out beforehand, but you're not actually participating or
In the
allowing
conversation.
people. Yeah, you're just shotgun blasting your opinion and nothing else matters.
Even the tone you use suggests that. Because you're like, no, wait, oh, blah,
I don't sound like that. Stop doing that.
You do sound pretty similar to that.
See, the sober person says you sound pretty similar to that.
No, they're just wrong. They don't know what
He's
I'm
not
talking about.
wrong.
Negative.
You know he's right.
Negative. I'm smart.
I didn't say you weren't smart.
Oh, sorry.
We're talking
I'm
about you
smart.
shotgunning.
Shotgunning what? Shotgunning beers?
Your opinions. That was a total fail.
It was close.
No, it wasn't. Why are you opening that with your mouth?
No, but I have a one.
Do you want? Well, I should have asked you before
You don't have to go potty.
Go for it.
to shotgun it.
No, I'm sorry.
We took a brief break because Jimmy had to go potty, I had to go potty, and Frankie had to go potty. I made Frankie go out the window though, or out the door.
We really don't have anything else to talk about. Though.
So
rather than
no. I have something to talk about.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So I was talking to this guy I work with about the doors, you know, and about replacing doors. And I was like, dude, I have like 8 doors in my house. Like, there's no way I can afford to replace them. And he was like, why do you have 8 doors? And I was like, well, because I have a sunroom and 7 of the sliding doors are in the sunroom and then 1 in the game room.
There's 6
Do you know it would cost us like $30,000 to replace all these doors? Maybe 15.
There is 6 doors.
With like
7 if you count that one.
I know.
8 if you count the one over there.
No. 1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
yes.
4, 5,
7
6,
right
7.
here in the square. Of
In the room we're in.
Yeah.
The sunroom.
Yes.
That we like to record in.
Yeah.
There's 6 fucking doors.
That's the whole point. It's a sunroom.
There's
And
7 doors.
There's 7 doors. And yeah,
6
these
of
doors,
them are vinyl and 1 of them is like
doors,
wood
doors
with the
are-
aluminum clad.
I don't even think about doors being expensive, but whoever put
Dude,
this
they're
shit
fucking
together,
expensive as hell.
This room had to be expensive just from the doors.
Yeah.
It was like a $50,000 add-on.
No, it was $20,000.
It was not. Alright, we've had this argument before. Until I see the paperwork that says it was $20,000.
Plus the screens. If your screens weren't all fucked up, they would
Dude,
be-
we have to replace every screen.
I know. They're all messed
I'm
up.
gonna try and get a discount and get some screens.
If
for
all the
these.
screens were, it'd be sweet. We could have all these doors just like open with this.
And that's how I would have it. But I can't because I had a dog rip through all of them and I can't afford to replace it.
Right, yeah.
Which is why I asked you to get a price on that.
And I told you I would after the beginning of the month.
Last
Yeah,
month.
doesn't your door place
This was
sell
last
doors?
month's
Was it
conversation.
last-
Doesn't your
month's
door
conversation?
place sell doors?
Yes.
Yeah, obviously.
I sell doors, obviously. You
Obviously.
could just
Do you know how much that we would pay for 1 door?
no.
Like $1,500.
Oh, sweet. Welcome to the Door Podcast, where we talk about doors. What kind of door do you like? Sliding doors, opening doors, closing doors.
And these are just cheap ass vinyl.
Fire doors, metal doors, wood doors, glass doors.
Are you doing like a Forrest Gump skit there? there's shrimp, bubblegum shrimp, gumbo shrimp. It just goes on for a long standpoint of just different types of shrimp.
Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. Jenny.
Now we've moved on to Forrest Gump.
Yeah, well, you started that.
Jenny.
This is what happens.
I just began running.
I told him that
I just began running.
You might lose your computer. You do that again.
Yeah, I told him we would probably have more listeners if we didn't do this while drinking. He said it's more fun for us when we're drinking. I said, yeah, I agree. But
yeah, if you guys could hold your liquor better.
Hold my liquor good.
I hold my liquor fine.
Great, holding my liquor. Hold it in my tum-tum.
Yeah, you don't drop the can. That's right. You hold it real well.
I've had an extremely stressful week.
Yeah.
Sip your fucking water. I'm sorry, that was
Yeah, sip your fucking water.
That was unnecessary.
I
don't need to say it.
When are you gonna drink with us?
I don't know.
So he went to his heart doctor.
Drink!
Listen.
So tonight we dine in hell.
Listen. He went to his heart doctor and he said he has no restrictions. And he drank a mango Pepsi, which is really, really weird. I don't want to say it's bad, but it's really weird.
It's a fucking mango Pepsi.
I know. And he didn't have any chest problems from it, so I told him he should start drinking. And he has yet to try alcohol.
I just don't have...
I mean, it's not the problem. I mean, I understand.
I just don't have a desire to drink.
Yeah, but you will once you're drinking with us and we're having
bad.
fun, and then you can talk over us and interrupt us and not get pissy about us interrupting you.
Yeah. Because I don't like when he gets pissy.
I don't like when he gets pissy either.
Pissy and sad.
Y'all don't ever let me make my point.
I'm trying
to make my point.
I'm just going to take forever to get to this logical reasoning.
Notice I did not do the retard voice. I tried very hard to do like a deeper tone of my very high pitched voice.
I know when I'm underappreciated.
All right. This
He still needs to smoke weed.
This is good. This is good. We're good.
We're good?
Yeah, we're good.
All right, good night. Goodbye.
All right, thanks.
Peace out.
We don't really mean to give Jimmy such a hard time. We love him.
We love him, but we love to give him a hard time. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Zoe.
Peace out.